So what's going on, guys? My name is MrDalekJD. Welcome to this video where we're talking Black Ops 3 multiplayer beta. This is absolutely epic. We're getting the beta in just over a week. We have a brand new trailer with 2 new specialists revealed, which I'm going to go into more detail with, and there's just tons of information about the beta which you'll learn in this video. So guys, smash that like button. Let me know if you're hyped for the multiplayer beta. Let me know what console you're going to be playing it on, and without any delay, let's jump into this trailer.
Pre-order now and get access to the multiplayer beta.
So there we go, guys. Are you hyped for the beta? Let me know down below in the comment section. Now I'm going to be bringing you guys information now on the 2 new specialists that are revealed to be in Black Ops 3, which now brings the total of the specialists up to 8 specialists, which I believe is the total amount that is going to be in the full game. But don't hold me to that. But 8 specialists is what I was told when the game was first announced and was shown was going to be the maximum amount of specialists that were going to be in the multiplayer, and now we have 8. So here we have Battery, whose weapon is the War Machine, which is a grenade launcher which fires time-fused bouncing frag grenades which explode on contact with an enemy. So the grenade launcher is going to be returning as a form of a specialist streak, which means you won't be seeing this often too much in your multiplayer games. You can't use this as a full-on primary weapon. And the next is an ability which I think is pretty insane. This is kinetic armor. This is charged electrically reactive armor that sublimates enemy bullets on contact, turning them into a vapor which dissipates harmlessly. So in kind of easy to understand words, using this kinetic armor ability will essentially make you invincible for a few seconds of game time, which I think is absolutely insane. Imagine you're hiding behind a corner and like there's a whole enemy team spawning, capping a flag. You can activate this, run in, and they won't be able to kill you because you'll have this kinetic armor activated. Now surely Treyarch know about balancing, and this kinetic armor shouldn't be a thing which can be used for a longer period of, say, more than 5 seconds of in-game time. Like this sounds like a pretty OP ability which will need to be nerfed and fine-tuned to make sure that this thing, it does not become an overpowered ability which a lot of people will use and will get annoyed with. Now, the other character we have is called Spectre, which I think is probably one of the coolest characters. Looks like something out of Star Wars. It just looks crazy. And Spectre's weapon is a Ripper, which is like this kind of crazy blade which Spectre has, which deploys mono-edged twin blades before gracefully dissecting victims with lethal surgical precision. So you essentially have these kind of really crazy light blades in your wrists, and you can go up to players and you can one-hit melee kill them with these epic Ripper blades, which I think is going to be really, really fun to use. The ability that this character has, Spectre, is active camo, where advanced metamaterials rapidly change their properties, guiding photons over their surfaces instead of reflecting them, rendering Spectre temporarily invisible. Now, I'm sure this won't be as crazy as people think. We've had kind of invisibility before in previous Call of Duty games, and you can still clearly see the players even when they are invisible. So I don't think this is going to be too scary of an ability to have. So now that we've spoken about the 2 new specialists, let's jump more in general of what we're going to be expecting in the beta and what are the kind of meaty kind of information that we really want to know, what sort of maps, game modes, etc. So let's jump straight into this. So when you jump into the beta, there'll be access to 3 maps, and the one you're seeing on screen now is actually not going to be present in the beta, at least when you first jump into it. This was shown in the beta trailer as well. This is a map called Stronghold, but when we first jump into the beta, we're going to be playing on Hunted, Combine, and Evac. Now, as for game modes, we're going to be battling on a total of 7 game modes, and this could be updated as the beta goes on, because it says on the 19th, expect to find a range of fan favorites, including Team Deathmatch, Domination, Demolition, Kill Confirmed, Hardpoint, Capture the Flag, and Search and Destroy. Now, in the trailer, it said 7+, which means that throughout the beta, there could be even more game modes added in besides these additional first 7. Most betas add additional content leading up to the end of the beta to kind of get people more excited and to get really people engaging, so that's something awesome to know. Now, of course, we've been talking about 2 new specialists, so here's a specialist that we're going to be getting to know when we jump into the beta starting on day 1. We're going to have Ruin, who has the gravity spikes and the overdrive. We have Outrider, who has the Sparrow, which is like the compound bow and also the vision pulse, as well as Prophet, who has the Tempest, which is the kind of charge shot weapon which fires an arc of electricity with his glitch ability. We have a Battery, which we just spoke about, with the War Machine and the kinetic armor, and it says rank up to levels 22 and 28, and you can also wreak havoc with Seraph, who has the Annihilator pistol, which is my favorite, as well as the combat focus ability, and Nomad, who has the Hive weapon, which deploys like these kind of like pod traps which release a deadly swarm of nano drones when triggered, as well as the rejack ability. Now, after a few days of progression in the beta, they're also going to make a few additional specialists available. As you rank up and progress during the week, you'll also gain access to Reaper, who has the kind of Scythe robotic arm, as well as the ability of Psychosis, which simulates like kind of 3 clone versions of himself, as well as Spectre, the specialist with the Ripper and the active camo. Now, also in the beta is the weapon paint shop feature, which goes beyond the emblem editor and lets players create custom graphics that are displayed on the sides of our guns. Now, we have up to 64 layers applied to 3 sides of the weapon, which means we can create our own signature variants with an infinite number of possible combinations. Now, as of when the multiplayer beta starts and ends, it's going to start on August 19th on PlayStation 4, and it will end on the August 23rd, which means you get about 4 or 5 days of time, and then the beta starts again on August 26th to the 30th on Xbox One and PC. So if you guys have pre-ordered Black Ops 3 on PS4, you should already have a beta code and you should be ready to go, and vice versa for Xbox One and PC. So let me know what you're excited for, guys, and I'm just so hyped to bring you guys lots and lots of multiplayer beta gameplays and try and mix things up and bring you guys some kind of funny live content and just hopefully get some really awesome gameplay. I really love the multiplayer on this, and I'm really hyped to see what you guys make of it as well, because it's all well and good seeing the game, but it's also a kind of different kettle of fish to actually play it and experience it and kind of really judge it for yourself. But it'll be interesting to see how these new specialists work in game, especially Battery with the crazy ability to be invincible for a few seconds. It'll be interesting to see how that works. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed and found it informative, smash that like button, definitely subscribe for more videos, and I'll catch you for another one very soon.